Therapy Army, where are you? It's a week before the big kickoff of the Prem. A week before, people. Where are you? Let's be having you, people. Big up to everybody. Love and light to everybody. The question is, we're going into the season with no striker. Who's to blame, people? Who is to blame? Where does the blame lie? Or are you all stuck on toxic positivity? Where are you, Therapy Army? Let's be having you. Big up to everybody. Let's get the people in. Got a jam-packed show for you today. Big up to our Saeed. He'll be here with us in a minute. I'm just sending a link to our Tom. So love and light, people. Love and light always. Love and light always, people. Make yourself comfortable. Make yourself a cup of tea. You come to the right place. It's the Therapy Army. This is the therapy channel. There we go. Early bird people are already here, man. We spent 120 this summer only on 2 players that are no better than our academy lads. That's, I have to say. And the end result will be there for all to see around March. Yeah. Google's there. I do not want to hear BS about Eric tonight either. Every single transfer we've made since he's come in with his blessings, almost all of them have been in his request as well. There you go. He's got the heat. He's got the heat. Good man like Google. He's got the heat, mate. He's on Tan Hag, mate. He's on it. Mediocrity is his middle name, mate. Other than Unana, there's nothing to write home about new signings. I watched most channels, and it's shocking to see fans celebrating our transfer business. Director, talk to me, bro.
Who's celebrating, though? Who's celebrating? Because Twitter's a small kind of hemisphere, if you look at it. I don't think anybody's celebrating.
Now, other channels, that you know what's that? Some people want to be positive for being positive sake, innit? That toxic positivity, bro. You know, it's not authentic positivity, is it? It's faking it, innit?
No, that's the thing, though. It's to tear everyone else down and make sure that you don't feel the way you need to feel. It's like almost you have to be positive for the sake of being positive. That's what toxic positivity is sometimes. And I get it. Like, we're happy. I think some elements of the transfer window have been good, but others not so good. Like the selling of the club, the selling of players. You know, it's not been all doom and gloom. And this is what the Glazers do. They make you, because really and truly, everyone should be angry at the fact that the Glazers have still not sold the football club. But what they do is they bring signings in to make you feel better. That's what they've been doing for the last, 18 years, just buying players to make everyone feel better. And
yeah, man,
it's not good, that is it, really?
100%. Big up to you, Saeed. Saeed, listen, how are you doing, bro? We just finished straight jacket 241. There you go. 41 and not out, 241 not out, mate. We're there in the innings. We still got the bat there. We're ready to go. Face the next ball.
Yeah.
We're there, mate. If you get the cricket reference, you know. Sancho out, Anthony out, Martial out, Maguire out, Fred out, McTominay out, Donny out, Luke Shaw out. The team is invested with full-time dossers.
Bloody hell, mate.
Yo, it's the therapy, mate. This is the raw, it's the real raw red pod, mate. People are letting it go, mate. They come to this channel to let it go, Saeed. They have to release. This is their release, bro. Let it go. How are you, Saeed? Anyway, bit of sunshine today. Bit of sunshine. Come on.
Sunshine. The weather should be good. Apparently all this week. So, bro, it's been the worst. I don't know, man. We had a good start to the summer, and then it just dragged out. July has been awful. And obviously now we're into new August. Should be a little bit better. But other than that, can't complain, man. Next week, the Premier League season starts. I didn't go to the friendly game because I just didn't really like. I didn't feel excited really for the friendly. If I'm being honest with you. So I'll end up going to the Monday night under the bright lights. You know what I mean?
Under the bright lights. He's having it. So he's getting giddy. You can see he's getting giddy.
I'm getting giddy.
He's getting giddy, mate.
I'm excited for the season.
You're gonna see some dead football, though. You're gonna see some dead football without proper striker, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, obviously Rashford is not going to be
frustrating FC. The guy's better on the left. He says that's what he prefers to play. But pick up my brother Nura Beats Football Analysis, man. We just need to sort out the date for that show. The best of enemies, mate. The best of enemies. Yeah. That's what we got. The best of enemies, man. Liverpool, Manchester United. We're going to sort that out for you, that podcast. Big up to him. If any of you are YouTubers, the thumb lines are all done by him. So go and check him out. He'll sort you out a deal. Big up to him. And big up to Khalees Remedy Lassie. Saeed, what do you think about this? Exclusive. Dance secure UK broadcasting right for Saudi Pro League.
To be fair, they've been doing the boxing in Saudi Arabia, so that the zone do have the boxing rights for the box. So I think for me, this is tailor made, man. They're gonna get lots of football, lots of action. So fair play, man. This is a big step for Saudi Arabia football, man, to get it in the English league and get more access to it. So fair play, man. Fair play.
Yo, big up Tom. If Tom's about, you've sent you the link, bro. So jump on anytime you want. Simon Stone hardly ever comes out. He says West Ham are keen on Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay. We did the show on here. We did it on the straight. We did it at the Realist Raw Red Pod. We said it. There's that match made in heaven. I talked about it. I was before any of these journals say telling that's match made in heaven. I'm telling you. If there were ever personalities,
is normally negative about signings or anything that's related to Man United. So the fact that he's coming out and saying that it's possible, then you know what I mean, we might be getting giddy now because he's normally a bit negative about signings. So the fact that he's come out and said that is good news. You know what I mean, in that aspect. But for me, you know, we need to get rid of them both, man. I just don't see McTominay happening. I don't know what it is, but I just don't see that one happening. But who knows, man? Who knows? United would have to lower their offer if you're calling it in that aspect, especially for McTominay. But you know what I mean? Fergie might be the one that holding it back, man. Fergie might be the one that saying, listen, that's my son there. You can't be getting rid of the Scottish, you know what I mean, Brian Robson. You know what I mean? That's the Scottish Brian Robson there. Can't get rid of him.
And if you've seen all the hype, that's what the club has become, in it. We look back in it. We go back to the Wikipedia and the history pages. You would have thought Roy Keane is signed. Now they've got Johnny Evans,
Roy Keane, man. What's he doing though? What's he doing working for the Glazers, mate? Roy Keane. Did you see that video? What's he doing, man? Now I don't really get that, you know, because at the end of the day, he's always talking about the football club and how bad it is. And then next thing you know, he's doing advertisements for the Glazers, man. Not really having that, Nuri. That's your captain there.
That's what I'm shocked. Gary Neville's putting him up to this, isn't it? Gary Neville's putting him up to this.
You know what? It's maybe telling me, oh man, you need to get your face out there, man. You need to get on the advertisements.
You told him that live on the overlap. You need to make more money, mate.
They've softened him up. You know when they softened him up? They've softened him up, man, to be fair.
It's between Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, and Micah Richards. This is it. Roy Keane wants to be part of this social media thing. I'll love to know what he's saying that about himself. You know?
Exactly, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He's doing all this modelling. Pogba and Jesse Lingard, you can't do that. Concentrate on your football. This
is it's madness. But big up my brother Khalees from Medina. That's the chief editor at United Real Therapy, man. Big up to him. Big up love and light, bro. He says, big up Nuri Said. Hargreaves, same couldn't negotiate himself out of a paper bag. Outgoing, disgusting. First signing was not the priority. Glazers out, barred out. Big up Stephanie Griffin, you know that?
Yeah.
It's the truth, mate. Stephanie. It's the truth. It's truth, mate. It's the absolute truth. Breaking, West Ham have made a giant bid for Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay, worth more than 60. Listen, it has to be 75 million for both. There we go. They can take them both. They take them both, mate.
Lordy, you're in dreamland.
You're 70 million. 70 million and I'll bite their hands off.
You're in dreamland already.
Saeed, what about if you took that money and got Osimhen? Would you be saying it'd be dreamland then?
Listen, Osimhen would be the dream, man. But I mean, I want a Ferrari, but it ain't gonna happen, man. You know what I mean? Not now. Not now, anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Big up Ben, love and light, man. Big up all the people that joined in that 2-hour special call-in show. Big up, everybody was on job.
I tuned in, man. I seen some of that.
Everybody came correct, man. So big up to everybody. Nobody tried to cancel.
No messing around, yeah. No one showing a bit of, you know what I mean? Because you gotta be careful, man. Really.
Yo, we've been there. Only Saeed, I'll be in trouble if I speak. Me ringing Saeed 6 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. Go, Saeed, how do you edit this out, man? My guy's pieces are hanging on the stream. If you know, you know. But listen, there's already 120 of you in here. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already subscribe, mate. We are 500 away from 8,000. So let's go, people. That's the least. Come on. Listen, I'm going to tell you, this channel is going to stand the test of time. Saeed TV is going to stand the test of time. We're not positive for being positive sake. There's none of this positive toxicity, mate. It's not happening. I'm telling you. People go, well, That's an oxymoron. How can positive be? How can the positivity be toxic? Yes, it is. It is toxic, mate. When it's nothing to be positive about. Manchester United side.
No, but hold on a minute, Lord. It's the way you convey a message. Like, you know, when you see all these preachers or all these people out and about in the town centre, you know, when they preach stuff, you're not supposed to be harsh. You're supposed to say it in a manner that you bring people into the religion, not shouting at people, you this, you this. You know what I mean? I don't like that for because that's not the whole point of preaching. If you're conveying a message, Noreen, and you're trying to tell people about something, you don't tell them if you don't do this, this is what it is, and this is not. Come on, man. And that's what I think for me, toxic positivity is. You're trying to put your opinion onto someone else in a
your
way
agenda,
that
your agenda.
Yeah, basically, and you're trying to convey, and I'm like, bro, like, no, I will think the way I want to think, like, and if that's my opinion, then you know, I mean, all of a sudden you're negative for it. No,
But
it's
not
an
even
opinion.
that. My opinion
Everybody
is
on here, yeah, everybody on
my
this channel can have an opinion, and nobody should say you are wrong or you're right and you're right. It's football's about opinion. There's no right and wrongs when you deep it. When you actually deep football, there isn't right and wrongs. It's just an opinion. That's all it is.
Yeah, listen, 100%. Big up to Nora Beats. Big up for the super chat, bro. Says, who's your team in Saudi? Ahmed Ahia. Is that what they're called?
Al Ali.
Al Ali. Well, is that the Ronaldo team?
No, that's Al Nasser. Al Ali.
Oh, Al Ali is Bobby Firmino.
Mahrez.
Yeah, that's why it's Bobby Firmino, Bobby
Mahrez,
Sunshine.
Yeah, Bobby Firmino. Yeah, that's the one.
Is that one with Bobby Sunshine, mate? Bobby Sunshine and Mahrez, yeah. Saeed, I've not watched them enough to know. But this Ronaldo team sounds like a mad team, mate. How many strikers have they got up front? They got about 3 strikers.
They got bad, but they got. You know what it is? They sold Abu Bakr in it because Ronaldo had to come in, yeah. But they got Mahrez. So no, they got Mane. They've obviously got different players in midfield. They got Brozovic, who I think could have done a good job, you know, in Europe, but still obviously has moved on. But it's about the money. The money is ridiculous, Northern man. It's just out of this world.
Saeed, have you spoke to any Saudis and have you said that Saeed TV is available to comment?
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm working on it
to
now.
Do the fan cams, to do the fan cams for Saudi.
I'm working on it now. I'm working on it now.
Saeed, you better get me in there, pal. We come podcast live from Saudi, mate. Live from Riyadh, mate. Live from Riyadh.
Yeah, live from Riyadh. That's what we're on. But no, listen, ultimately, you get me, like, it's one of them where, you know what I'm saying to you, like, we're here, we're on it, you know what I mean, we're having it. But ultimately, when you deep it though, like, it's gonna be competitive, man. It's gonna be there, it's gonna be in your faces. And you know what I mean? Sooner or later, people have to get noticed in that league, bro. Simple as that.
It's crazy, man. How people are rattled. That league has rattled a lot of people, Saeed. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Massively.
Yeah. Big up to everybody, man. So we got these little quotes from Hoyland. He's saying that when asked if Ericsson convinced him to join, we speak a little already. He called himself Agent Christian in the national team. Big up to him, man. Listen, Hoyland, man, a lot of pressure on this kid. He said he wants to bleed for Manchester United. That's good enough for me. But at the end of the day, where talk is cheap, hopefully he can prove it on the football pitch, man. Manchester United is a mess right now. Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. Big up the Lietze, man. That's our brother, big Fiorentina fan. Yeah, big up the Fiorentina. He says, I'm upset that my boy Ramos has gone to PSG. We could have been called hero.
You know, they give him a loan for 1 year, you know, Nordin. 1 year loan. And then after that, it's I think 65 million, I think it is. 84 million euros, but 65 million, I think it's the fee. I could be wrong, but that's a decent price for them, man. Like, genuinely, like, honestly, Lord, and that is a nice price for Ramos, which United last year, they were quoting 120 million. But all of a sudden now, it's gone down. So
how much then? How much are you going to pay the whole price?
So the fee, I believe, I'm sure. Let me just quickly double check it here. Ramos, I'm sure it's 1 second here. Yeah, it's 80 million euros, so 65 million euros fixed fee, 15 million add-ons. So 80 million euros, which is about 65 million.
Yo, we could have got him for that.
Well, listen, man, it is what it is. United taxing it though. It's different, man. When United are involved, it's 100 million.
No, there's
You know what I mean? It's one
PSG
of them.
tax as well? No, Saeed. Don't believe that. Every club
Nah, there
gets
isn't,
taxed.
man.
It's about who you
Premier
go.
League is the biggest. No, but you
Like,
got to remember, Premier League is the biggest league in the world, Nuruddin. They just got Nunes for 100 million euros. So why would they sell it anything less? Come
it's
on, man.
crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I'm telling you, everybody gets taxed. It's not just them. Everybody gets the tax, man. But everybody thinks the Premier League and Manchester. Big up the Lietzen for the super chat. I don't know if you meant to write something with this, bro, but big up to you. Are you?
He probably wrote the whole thing before.
Yeah. Listen, are you happy with Amrabat? Happy to give, Manchester United. You watch Manchester United as well. Are you happy that Amrabat is coming to your other club that you watch? You happy about that, brother? Big up to you. So, Saeed, listen, we start. Ramos, 60 million, are telling me. That's what they got him for, 60 million. Manchester United couldn't do that kind of deal. It's about the negotiating team, mate, for PSG. They pulled one out their back, mate. They've pulled one out their back.
And they don't have to pay for it until next year. Due to FFP, they don't pay for it until next year. I don't know whose side that's on. Is that on Benfica's side or just on PSG side? But they don't have to pay for it until 2024. So, I mean, they can balance the books, man. They're going to get that Neymar money. They're going to get that Mbappe money. And then that's going to be pennies to PSG. But what can you do, man? United just... I don't know. United were in for him, but Hoyland's the man, innit? Hoyland's the man. And, it's one of them.
But we don't need just one striker, though. We're not going to need just one striker. What about Hoyland got injured? Who then?
Yeah.
Back to Rashford.
But this is where I'd go for maybe someone a bit more older in that aspect or someone who's experienced.
When I said Che Adams, you laughed at me. Who then?
But Che Adams is not the United quality, though. That's the problem.
It's not about the quality. At this moment in time, I'm desperate. I'm living on a prayer, mate. I'll go for you in a minute. I'll have you standing up there, bringing people into play.
But what's desperate is Weghorst, though. And you didn't like Weghorst last season.
No, that man was running on a treadmill, mate. He did for 10 games, he did all right. He ran around. And then afterwards, we found out that he was running on a treadmill all along. We were just getting giddy.
No, but the thing is, right, we've got to remember, it's one of them where we've got to look at the actual, what it's about. And ultimately, Che Adams is not good enough. But again, there is
okay, so Che Adams. It don't have to be Che Adams. Okay, who would you take? Dakar from Leicester. He bags. He scores goals. He's got pace.
Not for me, man. Not for me.
Well, who then?
You know what?
Tell me somebody in the Premier League. Tell me somebody in the Premier League that would have. Even that
Ivan Toney.
Mexican striker.
I'd go get Ivan Toney.
So Manchester United are not going anywhere near Ivan Toney when my man's betting against his own team. That's not happening. My guy's got betting addiction.
What about Giroud?
I would take Giroud. Of course I would.
But even though you talk about Zimmer Frame FC, he's 38 years old.
Saeed, at this moment in time, I'm living on a prayer. I know that the game's next Monday, and I can see Rashford getting absolute bullied up front. I can't see him making any inroads properly.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know, man. I think United need to be very, very smart in what they lead. You know what I mean? Vlahovic is there, but again, United will want him. Would you bring Danny Welbeck back? Yo, Lord, are you there?
Yeah.
Would you bring Danny Welbeck?
Yes, of course I would. Listen, no, actually, sorry, come on now. The guy's injury prone. I'm not taking. I'm taking a player that's the most non-injury prone striker in Europe. Listen, give us your answers on the chat. Who's competent enough to bring people into play? Who's a good player? Big up to Liason. Liason said, I think he's talking about Amrabat. Juventus want him as well, but I'm hoping that you guys get him. But there's a rumor that Amrabat might willing to stay at Fiorentina. Interesting. And big up to our brother Sim Gimmer. I know it inside. Hope you all good. Just wanted to say I got the chance to interview with Arsenal in New York. Humbled. Thoughts on the United season. Big up to you.
Yeah,
brother.
I'm guessing AFTV. You mean interview? But big up to you, man.
Big up to you, man. Big up to you. You won the World Cup last night, man. You won the Euros. You won the Champions League yesterday. if some of the timeline was going mad at some of your fan base. How did they play, side? Did you watch any of their games yesterday? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, listen, I watched them. It was a very, very tactical game. I don't think they played that well. I don't think Man City played to their strengths. Man City look like they've not played a lot of preseason games. But yeah, listen, Arsenal were Arsenal. They got a lucky goal in the end, but it's pre-season, isn't it? It's a glorified friendly. You know what I mean? Yeah, someone say Mitrovic. I would actually go for Mitrovic. I genuinely would love Mitrovic at United right now
100%,
because it's a
yeah.
different sort of profile. But he'd cost you around 50 million. It probably be more in that aspect. So
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting him, to be honest with you.
This is crazy what's happening with Dean Henderson, by the way. And Nottingham Forest want to close the Matt Turner deal as soon as they can. Apparently, Dean Henderson has picked up an injury in January, and that is what they're not sure about. That's crazy, isn't it?
He's not played a single game in pre-season.
Yeah, because apparently he's picked up an injury in January, and that's what the stumbling block is. Guys, there's nearly 200 of you here. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Apparently, that's what's happening, Saeed. This is why, and it comes out really late in at this news. But it's crazy.
Wild, you know. When you deep it, that's wild, you know.
I picked up an injury on his foot, and that's in January, and that's why the sale's not going through. That's why they want to loan him, apparently. But if they sign another player, then it's good night, Vienna. His dream is done.
Yeah. I think for me, that's crazy, Ron. Like, honestly, like, the fact that we're loaning him out and we're not even getting anything from him, it's just, that should have been the biggest asset. When I looked at the start of the season, I was like, yo, like Henderson, nice little 30 million there, right there, straight away. But I don't think he's mentally right. You know, see that picture? I talked about in the picture. I talked about, you know, but life's a humbler, man. Last season, what we were saying about Ten Hag, and you know, I didn't want to come back, but life's a humbler, isn't it? When you deep it, acting cocky on the camera, then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? You can't find a club now because you know things are not going your way or whatnot. And bro, that's mad. That's mad. You know what I mean?
So, who does Antonio Silva play for? Is it one of these guys who's playing for Benfica?
Oh, Benfica. I'm guessing it's Benfica. Yeah, Benfica. He's from Benfica, so again, you know what I mean. It's very difficult.
Saeed, I'll take Abubakar right now. I'm telling you now. I swear to God, I'll take Abubakar.
Man, come on, Nuruddin,
I'll take Abubakar, mate. Deadly in the air. My guy's there, skills, mate.
Who does he play for right now? Who does he play for?
I'm thinking it's in Turkey somewhere, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
You know where he is?
Qatar. Is he gone to Qatar?
How many goals has he got? Let us know in the chat, guys. How many goals has Abubakar got since the World Cup? Has he been a World Cup merchant? You know what I mean? You know, one of them was a World Cup. They do well in the World Cup and then they end up flopping after that, man.
I've never picked a player.
Guys, man.
I've never picked a player on the World Cup, by the way. I just want a striker for me. And I think striker Manchester United should be there.
Yeah.
There we go. Arsenal won football last night. That's where their fans was moving like. Oh God.
That's quite funny, you know. I like that. That's funny. That's funny.
Arsenal won football. Big up Lassie, man. That's a top comment. Trust me, they did. Bayer Leverkusen are one of the clubs monitoring many UFC's Meta Kokova, who should leave on loan. Yeah. Kova did really good in that preseason game when we watched him. Did really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was, I'll sell Fred to get Paulina as well. If you can't get Amrabat.
Bro, Paulina, man. I'm so shocked that nobody's got in for Paulina.
No, they did. Liverpool are pushing. West Ham are pushing.
No, Liverpool can't even afford Lavia. They've just been rejected now for another bid for Lavia. Have you seen it? Lavia been rejected. Third bid for Lavia been rejected. But Southampton are not messing around, man. They want their money. Like, yo, but United can't scramble some money from flipping. You know what I mean? You know what it is, yeah? We've got to make sure we don't give big deals. Like now, we've given Mason Mount 200. If he flops, I'm saying hypothetically now, to get rid of him now with the wages he's on, like, you know, United have to be careful, man. What they do, like with these players, man. You know, I mean, we've got to find, you know, that club. We need to go get another club, man. Like, you know, see all these Man City. They got all these clubs, Girona, like, you know, Chelsea have got Strasbourg. We need another club, man, that we just, you know, feed them off over there. Say, yeah, do you want this player here? You know, do you want this player? Like, I'm being serious, man.
Fuck them off, you know.
FC United.
FC United are no longer ever talking to Manchester United in the Glazers.
Or Salford, Gary Neville's club. They can have some of our players.
Imagine sending Harry Maguire there. Big up. Listen, Sai, what do you think about this Bellingham kid? And what's going on with him at Arsenal? What's going on?
He said, new Andy Cole. That's a big shout, Andrew, man. That's a big shout, Andrew.
Andrew's going for him, man. Andrew's gone early, mate. Andrew's gone early.
He's gone giddy. But yeah, no, I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna work, man. But you know what I mean? Listen, fair play to Balogun. I just don't see Arsenal ever selling to us, man. They sold Van Persie, they're still having nightmares about it. So I don't think they're gonna come back and give us Balogun.
But why do they want
You
to
know?
get rid of him? Side? Do they not think he's good enough?
Nah, because you know what it is? He wants game time, Lord. These young players, bro, they want game time, man. You can't just say, yo, listen, sit here and relax and you know what I mean, bro? You gotta give
But
him
he's
game
got more
time, bro.
experience in it. Was he the top scorer in France football last night? Sorry, last
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
Was he
yeah. He was, yeah, I think top scorer. I think he was after, yeah. So listen, he's scoring goals last season. So
in the
it's
league with Mbappe, and he's top scorer?
yeah.
That's why Andrew's gone early.
No, but like I said, it might be this man. It might be that Greenwood comes back and then that's our next striker.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
Saeed, I'm
So
telling you now. What do you think of that? Genuinely, where do you stand on that?
I've always listen. I've always said it for me. I don't want Greenwood back. I've said it multiple times. I think there's more bad that comes good with it. Again, I'm not going to be one of these fans to
I
say,
think he
well,
derails the whole season, Saeed. I'm telling you.
there
The
you go.
amount of
You know what I
hatred he's
mean?
gonna
So
get, the amount of questions and everything that comes with it. Listen,
yeah,
listen. Do I think people make mistakes? Yes. Do I think people can change? Yes, they can.
yeah,
But to play at this level, to play for this club,
yeah.
we're already a media circus.
I think they're going to loan him out, man. I think they're going to loan him out, but they need to make a decision, man. The
But
season's
that's
about
what
to
I'm saying to
start.
Saeed. Saeed,
Make a
seriously.
decision.
All this
For
murder
everyone, for
madness.
benefit of the whole fan base. Because you know what happens in football, right? Football fans are fickle. What happens is, the kind of feeling of like we don't know what's going on. That feeling right there, the fan base they play on it. So what happens then is you see what's going on right now. It's very very toxic. Anytime Greenwood's name gets mentioned, why are you talking about him? Wait, bro, it's not. We don't know what's going on yet. Man United right now are waiting for the perfect moment where everything's right to say right. He's coming back, but he's going out on loan. That's what they're doing. They're just buying their time. I thought they would have done it when Hoyland got announced and maybe kind of hid it under the carpet, maybe in that kind of aspect. But maybe I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for a moment. Maybe when Man United do his shit, maybe United lose 3 or 4 games, right? And all of a sudden he's been training behind closed doors and nobody knows about it. And then all of a sudden he's on the bench for United against them. I don't know who it is. But you see what I mean, though? This is what they're doing. They're waiting for the right moment to say things. That's what Man United do. So
Yeah, it's
listen,
crazy.
I'm not gonna put anyone down for having their opinion. That's what we do. Is we're all grown adults here. Everyone can have their opinion, whether you want him back or whether you not want him back. Personally, I've made the decision time ago that for me he shouldn't come back. I think there's more bad that comes with Greenwood. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's all it is. But again, we don't know what the manager wants. I personally believe the manager wants to bring him back. Personally, I genuinely do believe that. But he's waiting for the club to make a decision. You know what I
But
mean? That's
Saeed, what
simple
are
as
they
that.
doing though? This case was stashed out in February, Saeed. February, March,
Last year.
April,
Last year.
June. Yeah, yeah,
Last
yeah.
year, by the
February.
way.
Yeah, February last year.
Yeah.
Look, February, March, April, June, July,
Yeah.
August. What are we doing, Saeed?
Bro, it's nearly 1.5 years, innit? Or something like that.
No,
Like
no,
it's
no, no.
what?
It's not. No, it's not. It's not. It was February this year. It was February this year when they got
No,
dashed
it was
out.
last year, bro.
No, it was
2022.
this year. It was this year, Saeed. It was this. Trust me. Oh, look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Bro,
It was the New Year, Saeed, when the thing was dashed. It was February.
no, it wasn't this, guys. Let me know in the comments below. It was 2022, wasn't it?
No,
It's 2022, Luridin. It wasn't
it
this year.
wasn't,
Guys, I don't
Saeed.
know. Listen, I'm sure it was 2022. Because it definitely wasn't this year. So again, the case has been dragging on for nearly 1.5 years, Luridin, man.
No,
Don't know
I
what you're
know that,
talking
but
about,
what
man.
I'm talking about the court case when it was dashed
Oh,
out of court.
court case.
When it was dashed
Oh,
out of court.
when
That's what
yeah,
I meant.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
Sorry.
Fair enough, man, my bad.
Yeah.
Apologies. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when the court case happened, that was in February. Yeah, that's exactly. So this internal investigation, what internal investigation do you need to do now?
I know
To make
exactly.
a decision. So it comes down to PR then. It comes down to what the club are talking about in terms of when they feel like it's good to announce Greenwood. But maybe when the ownership situation was going on, maybe they was going to announce it then. I don't know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and
Yo,
see. Innit? That's just the whole thing, innit? You have to wait and see.
big up Tio Santana says. Martial's
Aye.
ex-wife jujued him. The ex-wives,
Yeah.
Ex-wives. My guy's that young and he's got 3 or how many ex-wives
I
can
just
you
want to
have,
have an
bro?
interview with him, man. I just want to have an interview with Martial and be like, yo, how, like, what happens? What are you doing? How are you recovering? What do you do in your daytime? What do you do in your spare time? What's going on? Like, you know what I mean? I just want to know what's the issue is with him. You know,
Listen, there's 220 of you in here, and we've got 80 likes. It's an absolute embarrassment.
that's
Most of
disgraceful.
you are an absolute disgrace.
You're
This is
a
a free content.
disgrace.
You're a disgrace. You are.
Disgrace,
You're acting like the Glazers, man. I'm telling you, this is the Glazer. This is the anti-Glazer channel. You are come to the protest channel, and you're giving likes
bro.
like that. You're getting free content. Anthony
Telling
Martial
you.
will be sold if the right offer comes in and part of the team. So I don't know if you watched yesterday. Yeah, I'll come back to the strikers, but some of the fan base are rightly so. So here we go. We'll get to this one. He says, Nuruddin, I don't know what people think. Midfield, Casero, Bruno, Matt will cost us badly this season. Midfield lacks balance, cohesion, can be exposed. What do you think to that, Saeed?
Yeah, I've been talking about it, but again, you know what I mean? It's back the club,
Actually,
back
yeah,
the manager.
back to manager, back the process.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Every time I talk about it, it seems like we can't really discuss it. But for me, I just look at it and I think, you know what, man? Like there needs to be a situation here where we know what's going on. We need clarity. We need to understand what's Casemiro on because I do think for me, Casemiro was amazing last season, but there's always going to be that next season where, you know, either teams find him out or teams expose him, teams press him. You know what I mean? If we don't, we think sometimes like it's okay to put Casemiro on his own. Well, I don't think it is okay because he's a different sort of midfielder to Rodri. Rodri can basically marshal that midfield on his own. Partey can't do the same. Partey needs Rice next to him. Partey needs Xhaka next to him to have that balance. He's not a single pivot. Rodri is a single pivot, though. He can do it on his own. But Casemiro, for me, I think he's a destroyer. He's not someone that when he gets pressed is easily able to maneuver. He has his qualities, but he also has his deficiencies and his limitations. And this is where Ten Hag needs to find that balance, man. Because, bro, when them transitions happen, Nuruddin, at Old Trafford with a big pitch, Nuruddin, yo, it ain't easy. It ain't easy, man.
It ain't
You know what I'm
easy.
saying? So
Trust me.
you're gonna see that turn, and then Casemiro then pulling someone back and then doing this and doing that. Like he's not that sort of player that leaves his foot out, Nuruddin. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Big up. Listen, Khalees, they're only saying that to get the Liverpool to pay more money.
Yeah, exactly. I think
They're
so
only
as
saying
well.
that. They're only linking into him. Yeah.
You know, have been interested all summer.
Oh God. Kurt, Cat, Kicker, Zuma, stop playing. Big up Alien Tenor, way. Alien Tenor. Alien Tenor, are you there on Monday, lad? Are you there Monday night?
I seen him with his little cap on and that, you know what I mean? Looking suave and that going to the game, man. Big up to you, Tim.
Oh. Big up Alien Tenor, mate. He's a legend, mate. If you into gamers, go and check his channel out. Alien Tenor's gamer, mate. He's a gamer.
Yeah.
That's where he is.
Yeah, but I'm taking Amrabat, man. I don't want Lavia. I'm sorry, man. Listen, Lavia is a good player, but Amrabat for me, man.
Saeed loves Amrabat, mate. Saeed, I hope you get to do the exclusive interview. And by the way, Manchester United are only bringing Roy Keane back to sell a bloody shirt. You know that, don't you? It's shameless. Absolute shameless. Shameless.
By the way, the
Greenwood clear of Highland Martial. I think average players like Holland and Martial are going to win us anything. Wow. Greenwood is. Okay. Well, Greenwood is also a violator, isn't he? And he put himself in this position nobody has, mate. We can't unsee those photos and we can't unhear those recordings. I'm sorry to say, if you don't search that within yourself, we can't help you. It just shows what kind of person you are. But I'm not having that. I'm not having somebody who's like that, who's done a horrific abuse to be playing for my team. I'm not having it. That's how it is. 84 likes. Absolute jokes of you. But Saeed, genuinely.
Oh, it's 106. It's 106 now, Nuruddin.
Yo, big up. We got to over 100 at least. Saeed, listen. Genuinely, I'm going to ask you this question. Why do you think that the fan base have been that brainwashed to think that it's been brilliant season? And how come the fan base are now accepting mediocrity? Please, seriously, I'm genuinely, don't laugh. This is a serious question. Is this something that is there something wrong with us? Genuinely, is there something wrong with us? Like, what's going on?
Something wrong with us. I don't think there's anything wrong with us, but I think they might think there's something wrong with us. They might think, you know what I mean? Like we've got a problem and they don't. But listen, I don't know, man. I just think for me, I look at Twitter's Twitter, innit? So it's difficult. Like the match going fans, they're going to be positive. They're going to be, they just feel what the football's been played in it because you always hear humming and hawing, then you hear shouting, then you hear screaming. I think for me, ultimately, the fan base right now feel that there needs to be you need to be positive for the sake of being positive, and I think ultimately that's what I think a lot of people are feeling right now. Some people may not. Some people may feel like, you know what, we're not really done enough. We need to see what's going on. And I think they're right. I think the midfield issue is a big issue. If we don't get Amrabat through the door, I think that's a big L on Man United. To only have Mason Mount as one midfielder when we needed probably 2 or 3, I think it's a big L on Manchester United. So,
we needed 3 midfielders. 3 midfielders we needed.
There you go.
For Manchester United to be competing, right? And I'm telling you now, we're not making it out. We're not making it to top 4. Mark my words, if you think we can go with that midfield. Saeed, genuinely, on a hand of heart, how shocked are you that Manchester United do not have a striker to start the Premier League season? And before anybody in the comments tells me, Rashford can play there, Rashford himself tells you, I'm not a striker.
You know what it is, though? We could have.
This is after Saturday in January, the club came out and said, they're saving the big bucks for the striker. That's why we had to accept Workhorse.
Yeah. Obviously, we could have had another striker. We could have had Højlund starting the season. But obviously, it hasn't worked in that aspect. But
so we negotiated for 2 months. For 2 months to get 5 million less overall package.
Yeah.
And people tell me Milton madness.
Listen, man, Milton madness, mate. You must be out of your mind. But
and Saeed, talk to me about that. I don't know why. About the outs. Talk to me about the outs. Who have we sold so far? We sold 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah, kids. You know what I mean? We've not even got Kovar out the door. We've not even got Bailly, Maguire. This is what I don't get. Like, it's literally Monday is the season. Why is it taking this so? But again, this is where Ten Hag maybe should have been ruthless and said, "Yo, listen, you man that are not going to be basically going to be sold. You're not going to pre-season. You're going to stay here." You should have done that. Yo, you man, you're find the club now because you're not going to pre-season. You're not going pre-season, man. You're going to stay here and find a club. And I know that sounds harsh, but you know what? It maybe speeds up the process, especially for players that are reluctant to leave. I reckon these guys are reluctant to leave rather than wanting to leave. Fair play to Fred. Look at Fred. He's only played 2 or 3 games in pre-season. The rest of them, he said, no, I'm staying home now. I'm not going to the games. I'm going to find another club. I'm going to sort it out. That's what these players should have done. But what happens is they're saying, oh, well, I want to come to the club and I want to do this and I want to do that, etc., etc. You know? And that's just the reality, the situation they're in.
Yeah, you know what? It's the truth. Big up Attack. The reason why that happened, bro, because he's represented by the same firm as David Beckham. He wants to be the next David Beckham with the diet and all that business, bro. That's how it is.
That is true as well, you know. That's
the truth, bro. That's the truth. I've seen a long thread about who's the agency that are representing him. Contains and Greenwood, you could tell some of the postings on Twitter, United are putting it out feelers to see what the fans think. Well, I'm telling you now, Windy, we're not here for that. You know what? In the UK alone, 3 women get murdered a week by their ex-partner or their current partner. That's the stat.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Facts.
So we're here, in this channel, we're against abuse of anybody, especially women and girls. We are against that. I'm sorry. There are things that are more important than football, and it's those type of issues that are more important. Now, don't get me wrong. People make mistakes. Nobody's saint out here. But I'm sorry. You putting a Man United shirt back on, no. Do I think you should go and resurrect his career somewhere else? Yes. And as Saeed, nobody has banged on about this kid more than me. But I was done out here when I saw those photos and when I heard that recording. I was done out here. At the end of the day, I'm not going to lose my humanity because I want to see this guy bag a couple of goals for Manchester United. No chance. No chance.
Max.
It's absolutely, it's absolutely mad when I think about it every other sense. So genuinely, next Monday we'll be outside that stadium, me and you. How excited are you? Are you more excited about because the Premier League's going to kick off, or are you? How excited about Manchester United this season? Your boy Onana's coming. At least you got a signing that you wanted, Said. None of the signings I wanted have come in. So at least you got giddy. You can get giddy about one guy.
Nah,
by the way, get used to him getting lobbed When our dopey defenders give the ball away on the halfway line. Get used to that. Get used to that,
man.
by the way.
Dalot giving the ball away like that, man. What was he doing, man? What was he even thinking of, man? Like, seriously, what was he even
10-yard
thinking
pass,
of?
Saeed, under zero pressure, 10-yard pass.
Zero pressure. Literally, you just call it there. Zero pressure. No one in control of him, but it does that. You know what I mean? It's mad. But when you actually deep it though, you know what I mean? The Onana situation there, we have to, as a result, we have to want that narrative. We have to want the fact that a keeper who is playing that sort of, you know what I mean, that high line and is there and is being proactive, like is extra midfielder. We're gonna have to want that. Everyone was saying David De Gea stays on his line and he's very, very he's not agile and he's not proactive in coming out and he's not a sweeper keeper. We have to take it. We have to take the bad from the bad and take the good for the good. Simple as that. Like, we can't complain, guys. You know what I mean? As much as we want Onana not to get chipped, hopefully he doesn't do that every week. But, you know what I mean? You're going to have to see that from a keeper. You know what I mean? So, boy, is it going to be heart-wrenching? Yes. Is it going to be nervous? Yes. But the
Are
way we
you
want to
kidding
play,
me, Black
we will see.
Confetti? Are you kidding me? Look at Black Confetti. If you don't read the comments, we don't like them. What are you on about, you? You need to go back to the drawing board. Absolute clown. No other. Me and Saeed are the only two channels that really genuinely interact, and we've got a community where we genuinely interact. I shouldn't even be. I try to go through that's why I'm slow in the comments. I miss things at the bottom. So I'm sorry, but like the video, it's a free content. Yep. You're already here already. It costs you absolutely nothing to go like that. There you go. Nothing. Costs you absolutely nothing. So smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, people. And share. Let people know about this channel. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. To me, this club is still, for me, Glazers, still here. Manchester United, after what they brainwashed us with their propaganda. Oh, we're waiting for the summer to get the big strikes, to get the strikers. And they brainwashed the fans to thinking we need just one striker. We need one striker.
It's true. We only need one striker. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's crazy.
I know. You know what it is, though? Like I said, you know what it is, though? The thing is with me, it comes down to Ten Hag, innit? Like, what does he want? Like, what does he want? What does he want to do? What does he want to achieve? You know what I mean? Like, it comes down to him, man. Like, what does he want? You know, and that's just...
You know, he said it, right? And you know his arms are tied behind his back. You know that already.
Yeah,
you know that because he said in Manchester United need to compete. I'll take that guy that he's at Dortmund now. I'll take him. The guy that he had at Ajax.
Who?
Allaire. I'll take him,
yeah, again,
my guy's banging goals in the Champions League, mate.
The thing is with Haller, though, I think, again, like I said to you, the manager, he's had a lot of Dutch players. Listen, we've had a lot of these players, man, from his former players, man. Are you not tired of it, though?
Saeed, Let's be honest, want a striker, Saeed. I want to go into the season with somebody who can hold that ball up and maybe bag a goal. Who's scared of our guys? You know what they're going to do. And now Garnacho is in on it as well. Garnacho wants to cut inside and shoot. Anthony wants to cut inside and shoot.
Yeah. Oh gosh, man. You know what it is, though. I think for me, you know, they're all selfish, but they've got to be trusting each other this season, man. And they've also got to be like, you know, they've got to be mindful as who comes in and who doesn't. You know what I mean? Who like if they're worried about their position, and if they feel like they don't get enough goals, are they going to play next game? Because I feel like Sancho now, if he doesn't score or assist, is he going to play next game? Same with all of them. Like, they've got to trust each other, man. They can't be thinking selfishly about themselves. That's what top clubs do. They realize, you know what, I will get that goal. Don't worry. Things will happen for me. I will get that goal. But I think a lot of them are very, very selfish, though. You know, some maybe because that's the way they play. But others, I just feel like, for me, like, don't do it. Like, you don't need to be selfish like that. You don't.
100%. 100%. You don't need to be selfish like that. Big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody. Big up to our brother, Jarvis Cocker. Big up to him. Man, like, you know what? Never going to let you go in it. Never going to give you up. If you know, you know. Do you think Maguire boom was driven by media? Now, I know people who were at the stadium and they said they could hear it. When you take into consideration that TV production can silence 20,000 people singing Glazers up, 100% fact. 100% fact.
That's a good point. It's sometimes the media want you to kind of hear about
Yeah,
something,
of course, Saeed.
and that's a good point. Yeah,
Saeed, of
because
course.
I was at the I don't know if you heard it, but I was at the game in Scotland. There was a lot of Glazer out chants, but I don't know if you guys heard it on the camera or in the TV.
We could hear a little bit of it. Yeah, we could hear some of it.
But it's not magnified though. That's the thing, though. It's not. It's the TV
No, it's not.
what they
Of
want you
course,
to
not
hear.
magnified. Of course.
You know what I mean? So in that aspect, it's
do you not think Neil Ashton? Do you not think Neil Ashton's got hold of all these TV executives, football producers? Said to them, guys, come on now. We'll try to negotiate. We don't need Glazers out.
Facts. It's true. It's true. But again, like I said to you, I think with Maguire's situation, it's one of them where you can't police fans, Nordin. You can't. You cannot police fans. And as much as I want to say, listen, don't boo Maguire and this and that, it gets ignored. And what you ultimately can do is say, listen, people, it's not good to boo players. It's not good to do this, and educate fans. But bro, fans are gonna do what they want to do, Nordin. Like, let's be honest. Fans are gonna do what they want to do, and you can't stop them. It's as simple as that,
right.
Nordin. You can't stop fans.
No, you're right. Listen, and like I said, I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I was, in a certain extent, to try to get, like, I booed Giggs before, and Giggs is one of the most decorated footballers, but because he was taking a biscuit. My guy never used to, and then he'll come back for one game, and then he'll try to take the whole team instead of passing the ball. And then we lose possession, the other team score, and then sometimes that's what he used to get shouted at and booed. So it is what it is. But yes, hey, big up Sulaiman Samuli. It's scary how relaxed the fan base, even though we've been 10 years since we won a league. And then our nearest rivals have won a treble. No, is that how relaxed we are? It's unbelievable. And all the Glazers had to go is all they're going to pretend to sell, and everybody's chilled out then. But big up to 1958, at least they want to have a sit-in, stay in the stadium.
See, do you agree with that? Because I disagree with that a little bit, man. I think for me,
I think they should try to rally the people in Stretford and everybody to walk out at 18 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think that would be a more powerful message. When you sit in, I just don't think it solves anything, man. And you know what? I don't want it to look like, because people are mocking it, and you don't want it to do that. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to do something, which fair enough.
Exactly. No, listen. At the end of the day, I'd rather go with anybody who's trying to do something in that sense. Specifically against the Glazers, specifically targeting Glazers. So yeah, but it is. But to me, if you can do it, try to speak to people. Like in the next couple of games, speak to some of the fans, or have people standing outside each of the entrances and begging for some of the fans to walk out after 80 minutes. Even if like half of the Stretford walk out, it's visible. It's visible. Especially at second halves, it's visible. Listen, get the likes up, man. We're on 230 people. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Like you said, we're 500 away from 8,000. So let's go, people. Let's go. Couple of months into the season, we want to hit that 10K, people. The channel deserves that. You deserve that. You deserve that, people. So let everybody, let your nan, her friend, and her friend, let the people know about this channel. At the end of the day, you can call us all negative you want. We're real out here. We're real. We're not going to be sugar-coated by some propaganda done by media and these little rats in so-called journalists who are literally doing club propaganda for them. Yeah, man. Smash a like. Big up Yassin Mohammed, man. Love and like. Big up to all the people, man, at home, man, as well.
Even though you're a City fan. Big up.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up. It's one of the born agains, innit? He's one of the born agains. You're not one of the old school City
born
fans.
again City fans, innit?
Saeed, how does it feel to be now and again go home and see the City fan, the family still going crazy with the
bro, man, City it's crazy, tactics. But it's Stockport, innit? I'm in Stockport, so it's just you see City fans everywhere, man. But you know what? I'm gonna go to the Stockport. The local Stockport games, man, League 2, man. I'm going to see what it's about.
I'll come with you, Let me know. Trust me, we'll do a vlog.
All right. We'll you know what? United are playing Stockport. United under 21s are playing Stockport. So
let's go to that game site. Sort it out. Let's go.
Yeah, all right then. Cool. Yeah. United plays Stockport, so that's a good little thing there, man. So yeah, man, it's good, man.
We lost 3 in a row. Do you know why? Because we won the Premier Leagues. Pep yesterday. We lost 3 in a row. Do you know why?
Because it's a curse. You know that. No, did you know about the curse? Do you know there's a curse for that?
Yeah. 33 Premier League curses. Yeah. Nobody's done 4th.
Yeah.
But somehow they'll find a way to do 4th. Because nobody else is on their job, Saeed. That's why. Nobody else to fight them, to oppose them. But big up to Liassen. Liassen says, I agree with those players. I don't believe United can challenge. Yeah. So, genuinely, you think, seriously, I've been on a Twitter space today and some people are talking and saying, why can't United challenge? Genuinely, you think Manchester United in the title?
Did you watch last season? Did you watch Away From Home last season? Did you watch the Away From last season?
10 of the top league teams battered us last season.
You know what, man? It's just the consistency of style of play away from home. I'm watching Ten Hag this season as to whether he can build that style of play this season away from home, man. If he can't, then I'm sorry, man. It's not looking good, man, because that's where I'm looking at it. Next season, away from home, Man City. You know, this Arsenal game will tell us a lot, you know, about Ten Hag this season. If we get battered over there, and I'm telling you now, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Questions have to be asked of Ten Hag. Away from home this season against the top 6, we need results away from. At home, no problem, Nuruddin. At home, I'm confident. But away from home, our approach has to be better. Arsenal, make a statement, Ten Hag. Go out there and bully them. Go out there and make a statement. This is not the middle of the season where we had loads of fixtures and whatnot. This is the, what do you call it? The start of the season. Everyone should be fresh. Everyone should be energetic, lively. Come on, man. Make us, because away from home, these Arsenal fans here, we need to silence them, man. We've not won there
for a long time, Saeed. For a long time. Since Lingard dancer, since Lingard dance, the dance moves.
Lingard dancing, yeah. So yeah, man.
Since Lingard rolled back the Jackson, innit? Like the Michael Jackson dancing. That
feels a long time ago, man.
That was a long
Ollie
time
ball,
ago.
man. Ollie ball, counter attack, man. You know what I mean?
But to be fair, when was the last time they won at Old Trafford? They don't win at Old Trafford either, to be fair.
No, they don't win. The last time we won was Aubameyang 1-0 penalty. Was that even? Yeah, 1-0 penalty, I think. Did they win that game?
Yeah, that lockdown game. Oh my god.
Yeah, the lockdown game.
One of the worst games.
But they've only got one win in 16 years. So it's not as if they've got a good record over here. You know what I mean? So it's not too bad in that aspect, but ultimately, everyone's got to do better, man. Everyone's got to do better. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you think there's going to be any reliance on Rashford, Saeed, like it was last season? Because
Garnacho, man, I think Garnacho is ready, man. He looks ready, you know, Garnacho to start. I'm backing him to start on Monday, you know, Garnacho. Rashford's going to be up front, and then Anthony's on the right. I think that will be the game that will happen. I
think we picked her side. I think you picked her. I'm not gonna lie to you. You've picked the front line already. And if we know that, then they'll have a game plan. That's what I'm saying. We can't even be unpredictable. Do you know what I mean? We can't even be unpredictable.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be unpredictable. You know what I'm saying to you? So I think ultimately, you know what I mean, we've got to be prepared. We've got to be on it. We've got to be, you know what I mean? We've got to be just level-headed, man, and come in this with a good attitude. You know what I'm saying to you, Lord? We've got to come in with good attitude, man. You know what I mean? So I think.
What are you expecting to see? What are you most excited about next Monday, Saeed? You excited about Garnacho? Who else are you excited about? Unana? Seeing him in the flesh?
I think for me, let's see what Mason Mount can do. You know what I mean? I always think these kind of players, they always get a good start to the season. So I think Mason Mount might have a good game start to the season. But I think ultimately, you know, the manager will look to kind of build the guys who have been playing. Onana again, see what he likes. Old Trafford crowd, how it's gonna be like as well. So yeah, man, listen,
that's gonna be strange, you know,
start to the season.
That's gonna be strange, you know. I'm gonna look to the goalkeeper and I'm gonna see not David De Gea, you know. That's gonna be weird.
Yeah. I still think it's bad though that he didn't get a send off. You know, I think it's a bit sad.
Has he even found the club yet? Has he even found the club?
No, he's not. He's not. I think he goes Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi Arabia will probably get him. You know what I mean? So, but to be fair, there's loads of players that still not found clubs yet, man. It's quite sad, you know, what's going on with players now. Like, you know, if you look at the PSG players, they've not found a club yet. There's loads of players that right now are still free agents, man. You know, so it's bad, man. It's really, really bad.
Yeah. Listen, it is what it is. Seriously, people, we could talk about this all day, but I'm not excited about it. Yeah, Garnacho excites me, obviously. You know how much I love that kid. He gets me off my seat when I go to the games at Old Trafford. Unana excites some of the fans, so that's going to be interesting to watch him live, to see this high line business. But be ready for him getting chipped. I'm telling you, especially if we're careless with the ball in and around halfway line when he's coming out of his area so much. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, This club delays every decision. This club can't chew and walk at the same time, or drink water, or fist bump, or wave at people on the road. This club can't do that. It's too much for them. It's absolutely too much for them. This club does what it does. At the end of the day, I think it's disgraceful for Manchester United Football Club not to be starting a striker, to have a proper natural striker up front in the first 3 games of the season. And they're not even communicating truly, Saeed, what's going to happen. Like I said, they could have got this kid a month ago. A month ago. They only paid 5 million less for the overall package that they paid now. Yep. But then people are telling me about Merton Madness. Do not be brainwashed by Merton Madness or by the Merton Defence League. Do not be brainwashed by Richard Arnold and these Neil Ashtons of this world, people. They're enablers of the Glazers. They work for the Glazers. That's who they are. That's who they are.
No, it's spot on.
That's who they are, people. That's what they're doing. So I'm out. All of them, get out of my football club. Absolutely, all of them. Get out of my football club. But please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And let everybody know about this channel. It's the official protest channel against the mediocrity. Manchester United fans have become accustomed to accepting mediocrity. That's what we are. And that's the message.
Yeah.
We are not accepting
You know what it is, though? You know what it is, though? I listen, you know what it is, though? I'm not going to lie to you. As much as I like transfer window, I think it's also bad for the United fan base, because what happens is they get distracted. So when the season starts, you're going to see everyone panicking, and I'm like, hold on a minute. So
where were you a couple of weeks ago?
Where were you a couple of weeks ago? Where were you? That's why I think for me, sometimes I don't like transfer windows, because it creates a false illusion that everything's okay and everything's perfect. But when the season starts, all them people online who were toxic positive will be like, you know what, man? We should have done this. We should have done that. Well, we tried to warn you, but you know what I mean? You told us, be positive, Noreen. Stop being negative.
It is what it is. Big up Khalees from Medine Lassie. West Ham 30 million for Harry Maguire is close. It's much closer. Man UFC's valuation around 35 million. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. West Ham, just pay. If you want him, if you want your man so badly, just pay for him. Pay for him. Like I said to you, no other match made in heaven than those two. We see today Caicedo not actively forcing the move. What's your take on modern football of forcing moves? We saw Anthony do the same tonight. Well, I think Caicedo is stupid, for me personally. He should have put a buyout clause of like 80 million or 75 million. He should have done that. No, signed the contract. He should not have signed the contract he did last season. He should not have done that. He should not have done that. He should have put a clause in it, like his other mate, his other midfield fella who's at Liverpool now, McAllister. He should have done a McAllister. It's ridiculous who advises these players. For me, I think if you are the club and you've got big ambitions, make sure when you sign a contract, Jarvis, you put the clause in. That's what you need to do. In there. You put the clause in. It's simple. So let the people know what you're up to, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be on Flawless's channel in a bit now, so I've got to do something with him. You know the one that you did special?
Yeah.
So I'm on with him now, so make sure you tune into that one, people. Support his channel. He's a hard-working YouTuber. And
go and check out later on today. Sarcasm City, people. Go and check out
Sarcasm City TV. So make sure you tune in for that one, man. But I'm excited for the season, man. You know what I mean? I won't get giddy as what I used to do, but you never know. You never know what could happen.
You see the way he's talking? I'm not getting giddy.
Who's there with you? Who's with you? Mundo?
No. I'm saying, see how way he's talking. I'm talking about the comments. Everybody was like, he's getting a bit too good in everything. Where are you?
No, I'm actually not.
He's getting a bit too good.
Third, and a trophy. And think for me, I'm not honestly. If we could get to Wembley and have another day at Wembley and win a trophy, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That day at Wembley with the Carabao, mate, it was special, mate.
Saeed, I just want the football to improve. Saeed, I just want the football to improve. That's the biggest thing for me.
But you know what? Watch out for the Champions League, man. You never know with that one. All I'm saying to you guys, Champions League, take it seriously. Take it seriously. You never know how far you can get.
And you should, and you think that definitely we're gonna get Amrabat, Saeed? You think that's the midfielder you want? Paulinho, Amrabat, who are you taking?
Who's that? Sorry,
Paulinho or Amrabat, who are you taking?
Boy, that's a big one, you know. I'm still taking Amrabat. Still taking him just because
that, man. He loves
cheaper. But I think for me, Paulinho's too similar to Casemiro in terms of him being a destroyer. I think Amrabat gives you a little bit more than Paulinho. I think so.
Yeah, but passing wise, to be fair, Pauline is a good footballer as well. So you're not on the big six tonight. No big six tonight, is it?
Yeah. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So I got Flawless and then that one.
Yeah,
so
big
busy,
up Saeed, man. Listen, go and check out Saeed TV, man. Straight Jacket podcast.
Big
241 people. 200. When he had the full house tonight, Aaron was there, Brian was there. It was a laugh. It was a joke, man. Go and check it out, people. Listen, I'm Mr. Structure. I'm your host. You've been tuned into United Real Therapy, and this has been your realist, raw, red pod. That's what it's been, people, and that's how we keep it. So big up, love and like. Smash a like on the video. Let people know about the channel. We're on the road to 10K, people. We're 500 away from 8,000. So let's go, people. Love and like. Take care. Win, lose or draw. Glazes out. Bankers out.
Legs out.
Take
Bankers
care.
out.
Peace.
Peace.
Take care, people. Good night.